Greetings everyone, welcome back to my sketchbook. I have an idea. So you wonder why I'm still on this page with Wonder Woman. Well, I'm not a hairstylist, and I just kind of thought, wouldn't it be funny to add some more volume to this hair and maybe, add some sort of battle something to it. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I have my pen, I have some ink. Let's zoom in on this. Maybe that's too much. Let's go to there. See if I can make sure that it stays kind of locked down. Yeah. And if I ruin it, that's fine, because let's be honest, it's a sketchbook, and I'm okay with that. So I won't go too far into that, but it doesn't matter if I do. As I said, we're going to add volume and lots of it. It's going to be a windy day. It's going to be kind of like rock star hair. Sure. I know this is a strange thing to do. It's just kind of neat to think about this stuff like this once in a while. That perhaps something can get wild with the hair. But we're going like lots and lots of hair. So I'm basically, to start, figure out where I want things to kind of flow just a little bit, and then I'll use brush and water and kind of darken it out a little bit. So I'm kind of framing the face a little bit here first. Then we'll let some of that other stuff roll out a little bit too. And as I said, I'm not a hairstylist. This is not a thing naturally that I would be like, oh yes, let's see what happens with hair and volume. Let's maybe back this out so you can see what a mess I'm making. Come on, lock down, and hopefully it won't shut off because, my thumb or whatever hits the stop play button, which I seem to do. We're going to keep the fierceness of the eyes as much as possible and assume that the hair is not all about layering, that there's going to be long hair in there as well, and then some twisted along the face. It gives us the opportunity to add extra fierceness to our warrior queen as well. Keeps a bit of the intensity of the eyes. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm going with that. Let's add some wildness up here too. Again, in battle, you probably wouldn't spend a lot of time fussing with your hair. You shouldn't be spending time fussing with your hair. So, okay, that's that. Some water, my detailing brush, and here's where things could get very, very ugly. Or not. It doesn't matter. We are just going for it. You know, I'm going to drift some of this hair through this star. Because that doesn't matter. I don't know how many of you think about this kind of stuff. You remember with the Marvel movies, actually, you know, Captain Marvel, where Captain Marvel, well, the hair changed from all the awesome adventures in space and whatnot. You know, you can go into space with long flowing hair and maybe you'll meet up with somebody and get a different hairstyle, and you might come back with, like, I don't know, spiked hair, short hair, whatever. Shouldn't matter that much. I am, of course, a fan of seeing the strands of hair, so whatever I don't truly mess up, I'll go back in and do something about that. So right now this is getting a little bit wacky because I'm working at this a little too fast. That's fine. I'm going to have to throw more ink at that. Let's darken that, darken that, darken that. Again, this is my own sort of, I just felt like doing this. See where something goes. Okay. a little bit there. Now, I'm going to fill in the teeth just a little bit. So they're not so bright. Now, not perfectly dry. Clean the brush. Now we're going to throw in a lot more ink. Let's try the other side a little bit too, because I did work on that one a little bit. You know, I might just see what happens. This is not going to go great, I don't think. Because I want there to be a lot more ink to move. For some of the spots. Yeah, that's kind of 80s hair now. I don't know if I like that as much. But we know whose sketchbook this is. If it doesn't work, it doesn't have to work. Now, get more ink. Hopefully this doesn't bleed through too much. If it does, it's okay. Yeah, well, maybe that is too much. But again, like I say, it's the opportunity to just do stuff. And this pen's kind of a workhorse, as I would like to call it. Hilarious. That's almost helmet head, you know? Yep, 80s hair. I was kind of going for that Farrah hair, I think, at the beginning, but this has so much wildness in it. I don't think it got to be there. Now, some low-key cross-hatching, although it's unnecessary with the style that I do, because my shadow effect is mostly kind of like almost like smudge, but shading specifically by changing how much ink is just going there rather than lines. Now, what else can I do to this? We can cover these eyes. Also have like the main focus. And since I'm into the ruining of things, let's make sure that we can breathe. So widen the nostrils just a little bit. Just adding some sort of bonus darkness. As I said, could ruin it, but that's okay. I'm gonna get rid of some of these ridiculous eyelashes. We're going to keep some of the intensity of these eyes, though. Some part of that kind of reminds me of something else. Maybe a little bit of Conan the Barbarian, maybe? I don't know. Sumerian. What else can we do? What else can we do? I know what we can do. No, we we don't need to do that, do we? Let's find out. We're just going to add some hints of red in here. So the makeup can run. I'm just kidding. Wonder Woman's not needing makeup. I wonder, what are we at? 20 minutes, over 21 minutes. Some of this might be matted down a little bit. It's been a long day for Diana Prince. Let's take a quick little close-up look into this. This could be from eating Jell-O too quickly. That can happen, I guess. Or angrily splashing with your paint. That could happen, right? Now, there's a part of what I expect Wonder Woman to be like as far as intensity goes that meets that with all of my rambling. Just slight reverse once in a while. Just like that. Now I apologize if that seems a little intense. Because it is a kind of intense. That's probably good. I don't think I need to go much further than that. Let's go back out just a little bit and move Diana off to one side just a little bit. Last thing, we're going to add just a little bit more of this pink in here in the eyes. Which will in turn give us just a little bit more life. Just little hints of it. All right. Rockstar hair complete. Battle worn, possibly. And yeah. One last thing. Let's darken in this thing here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and depending on what time you found this, I hope all is well. And yeah, well, no, that's it for Wonder Woman. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for indulging this bit of silliness, and hopefully we'll see you at some point in the near future. All right, ciao for now.